Movie series, review, As You Stood By, based on the novel Naomi to Kanako by Hideo Okuda. This 8-episode Korean thriller drama adaptation has its screenplay written by Kim Hyo-jin. Released to Netflix on the 7th of November, 2025. The series is directed by Lee Young-rim and produced by Studio S Ghost Studio and Mizi Film. Synopsis: When Yoon-soo, portrayed by Jeon So-ni, who works in a fancy jewelry shop, realizes she had been complicit almost all her life. Seeing her mother suffer domestic violence in the hands of her father from a young age, she decided she wasn't going to stand idly by upon discovering that her best friend, who is Soo, played by Lee Yumi, was suffering same fate in the hands of her abusive husband. The duo would then devise a plan that would spiral, intertwining nearly everyone around. What was the plan? Best to find out yourself. My take. Wait, I've been meaning to scream these words ever since watching this series. What in the world of self-CENTREDNESS, obsession and delusion was that sister-in-law? My goodness, there, I said it. Girls me off reeled the whole time. Who does that? Story plot. The story majorly centers on domestic violence as perpetrated by different age categories. The plot succeeded in showing that once these abuses start, they don't end, and the abused most times feel helpless and stuck in the cycle. In Who Is Sus case, she did make attempts at seeking help, but when corruption is prevalent in a system, abusers tend to go scot-free. The story also mirrored hypocrisy, greed, and the impact of desperation and career obsession as portrayed by Lee Ho-yoon as Jin Young. She let her passion for her career get the better of her. The series equally highlighted themes of suicide. Please be mindful of triggers. The script and lines were clever. Cast performance. Casting doesn't get any better than this. I particularly enjoyed Lee Moo-seng's portrayal of the character of Chen. Love how his role was multifaceted from start to finish. Love the twist around this character. Reminds me of another Korean thriller titled Trigger. All the actors put up a stellar performance. Direction, execution. The style of storytelling was really good. Although it may appear that you've lost track at some point, but stick around. You'll follow the narration. Tools of flashbacks and foreshadowing were employed, where it then became a matter of back and forth. The end, however, the story comes together nicely. Although the series could have been reduced by half the duration, a slow burn, yes, but the pacing and sequencing still worked well. The story was well executed and message delivered crisp. Technical aspect, cinematography was good. Location and sound were good too. Makeup and injury details were, however, patchy and dodgy for some of the characters. The dubbing to English sounded natural. Lessons 1. Domestic abuse, once it starts, never ends. It's either you end it by doing something positive or it ends you. 2. You cannot help an abused person unless they accept to be helped. Observation questions. 1. How is Who Is Sus facial injuries always healing so fast, and the battered face seeming smooth and clear after episodes of abuse? I know makeup does cover up, but come on, there is only so much makeup can do. 2. I see what the writer did. Clever. But it'd still ask, why did the two friends choose that route of escape? Yoon-soo, in trying to help her friend, complicated things by involving a third party. 4. Are there no specialized agencies in Korea that handle domestic abuse besides the police? I'd really like to know, please. 5. Not to sound evil, but why did Who Is Soo not claim she had done what she did out of self-defense? I mean, she wouldn't have been lying. She had just about enough. 6. Towards the end, Chen looked all cleaned up and posh. That scene at the table came with a bit of a twist. Maybe it's just me, but not only were the two leads almost looking alike, their names were also sounding kinda alike too. Please don't take this the wrong. Not trying to be racist. Please, just stating an observation. Conclusion: this series is totally bingable, captivating, relatable, compelling, engaging, entertaining, and interesting. Love that the ending wasn't rushed or packed up in a hurry like the Trigger series. Kudos to all involved. Verdict should be 8/10. Have you seen this? What did you think? I personally think that most Korean actresses look alike. If the two friends are the ones in this poster, the resemblance is truly uncanny. I watched it and I enjoy, but I kept asking myself, why not divorce him then killing him? If they hadn't buried his body and planned the false travel, she would have been able to plead self-defense in court. I don't watch domestic violence movies.